Hey yo, lovely people, welcome back to this YouTube channel. I'm so glad and I'm so excited to be here once again. Today I'm about to react to the Otan official video by 𝙏𝙝𝙖𝙣, right? Bow down to greatness, right? Yeah, 𝙏𝙝𝙖𝙣 is one of the greatest to ever touch the mic. Mike is one of the greatest to ever touch the mic. And I'm not even capping, right? This one is Otan envy, jealousy, right? In P, Otan is a P word for envy, like for jealousy, right? Without further ado, let's get into the Otan official video by 𝙏𝙝𝙖𝙣. Let's see how this one goes, right? Let's go.
Man, I've been fighting this battle with demons inside of me. I just want to stay.
So from what I've seen, this is like a movie. There is so much symbolism in this particular one. I hope I don't miss anything, but at this point, at this rate, from what I'm seeing so far, I might miss out on a lot of fine details, but let's see.
Stay in my lane so nobody can bother me. I'm too sensitive, intimate, touching me ego.
He says, bitch, I'm too sensitive, intimate, touching me ego. I think this is a reference to the brouhaha that happened when Yvonne Nelson released her book and all that she said about him. He's trying to say that what she did really touched his ego, right? It really got to him.
Thought I had guessing someone to me and they go rap for me. All along, all of them be jealous, fake souls.
He says he thought he had niggas that at some time they will write for him. He said he thought he had niggas that when something happened to him, right, when he got into trouble, he got into a situation, they will write for him. But then he found out that all along, they were all fake niggas. They were all fake people, fake friends who weren't holding him down like he did for them, right? And that is one of the most painful things that you can ever experience in friendship, in relationships, and in life, right? Yeah.
Always make me nervous. Out of here, I'm on my peppers. Pull me down, still I'm breaking records. I'm on the.
He says they pull him down, but he's breaking records. He says he's out here. He's chasing his purpose. And you can see him walking out of like darkness into light. Then there is a point where there is a goat. Like this is symbolism to show that he's one of the greatest. If he's not the greatest of all time, but he is one of the greatest to ever do this rap thing, right? Especially in this country. I think he deserves his flowers, right? We need to give him that, right? We need to give him that recognition, that respect, right? He's put in so much work to not be celebrated.
1,000, but they want to take me to 0.
He says he's on 1,000, but they want to take him to 0. He calls himself the highest, right? Yeah, he's on a pedestal that the others haven't reached yet. And because of that, they envy him. And they all have PhD. They have pull him down, right? Yeah. And they want to pull him down from that particular pedestal, right? We all hope and we all pray they don't succeed.
The only God is my hero.
Let your angels cover me every day, cover me every night, no time,
He says, let your angels cover me every day, cover me every night, no time, right? The unnecessary envy, like Otan Hunu is unnecessary envy, unnecessary jealousy. He's saying that unnecessary envy, unnecessary jealousy abounds, right? It's plenty, right? Very unnecessary behavior.
on the top and I keep on winning.
Yeah.
Higher we go, highest we go.
I'm on a different time, only God can judge. Committee suicide, I was pushed to the urge.
He says he's on a different time, only God can judge. Uncle committed suicide because he was pushed to the edge. Bas manega. So many people had problems with how he used the words, he stretched the words, he twisted them to fit the rhyme scheme, right? But it's normal. I think a lot of international artists also do that, right? Eminem is fond of doing what? He's fond of doing that, right? So this is no string 10, right? Let's give him his flowers. He killed it.
Anytime I smell my blessings, that be when the devil emerge.
He says anytime he smells his blessings, that is when the devil emerged. He said it's mostly said that last days are always dangerous. When you think you are grounded, when you think your feet are used to the ground, is when you should be very careful, because that is when the ground can be most slippery, right? You need to be very careful in those times that you think that you've made it, you've arrived, because you can go from 1,000 to 0 in a split second. Meanwhile, you didn't move from 0 to 1,000 in that same time.
My spirit is broken, somebody come take me to church. Mama told me, boy, I'm proud of you.
He says his spirit is broken. Someone should come and take him to church. So there is this white shirt and crowns with thorns scene that is going on. Like, it reminds me of two things. I think it reminds me of Jesus Christ when he was prepared for the cross and he was given the crown of thorns, and that crown of thorns was made to jeer at him, to mock him, but then they didn't know that they were affirming his position, like his royalty as the king of the Jews, the king of believers. And then this also reminds me of when he did a day song for Shatta Wale, and he was in a white shirt with wine.
Don't you let nobody lie to you. Jehovah blessings go carry you. Anywhere you go, the power go follow you.
So mothers, God bless every mother out there. Mothers are some of the people who really come true for us, right? Yeah, when we need them the most. They are those that inspire us. They are those that pray for us. They are those that motivate and support us in ways. God bless every mother out there, right? Yeah, and God bless King �質mom, right, for supporting him when he needed her most, right, and not giving up on him like all the fake niggas did.
When I was losing the battle, you told me to keep on. And then you gave me your shoulder to lean on.
He said when he was losing the battle, she told him to keep on, right? When he needed a shoulder to lean on, when he needed the support system, she gave her shoulder to lean on. That's a beautiful thing.
Let your angels cover me every day, cover me every night, no time, who knows? I'm on the top and I keep on winning. Higher we go, highest we go.
They counted me.
So he says, let your angels cover me every day, cover me every night, no time. That is a prayer that we all need to take seriously, because we don't know the snakes that we have around us, right? Yeah, green snakes, very envious and jealous people, right? And they are very destructive people too. They can go to ends that you can't even imagine, just to bring you down, just to ensure that you lose that which you have struggled for years, that you've built for so many years, sweat, tears, and blood. That which you've built with sweat, tears, and blood can be destroyed within a twinkle of an eye. And that is crazy. That is crazy how people can do that, right? Yeah, people that you haven't even offended, people that you've done nothing to, right? Yeah.
Out, but I came even harder. You but I've been screaming louder. I made all this magic like I
said they wrote him off, but he came in harder. The piano but he came out harder. This is the line that he frequently uses to express, to show what goes on right behind the scenes, what is going on in his life, how people try to push him down, how people try to destroy what he has built over the years, right? Yeah.
Can't trust a person who sell out for dollar. Me value.
He says near Ghana for right, but still our power, what Ghanaians have done to him, but he hasn't given up, right? Ghanaians are the people who will lift you up, and they are the same ones who will drop you down. You need to know, right, and be wary. Once they start lifting you up, you need to be prepared for when they leave you alone, right, and allow gravity to act on you, right? You need to be prepared for that situation too, right? Yeah, not just Ghanaians, but human beings in general are known for that kind of behavior.
Show like a vintage Impala will be my downfall, cause I know a lot of you.
He says his value, me value cost say a vintage Impala. So a vintage Impala is what? Is a brand, like it's a car, right? Whose value goes up. There are some cars whose value goes up with age, right? One of one kind of cars, limited edition cars, have their values going up with what? With age, because once they stop making them, right, they become scarce, right, and that causes their what? Their value to go up with what? With age, right? He says his value is like that. At this point, 𝙏𝙗𝙖𝙣 is a legend, and that's not even cap, right? It's just facts, man. It's straight facts.
Let's be haters, let me grab all this power. You can just stay in your feelings. Me, I just break all the ceilings. I see all you people like miserable Siemens.
He says you can just stay in your feelings, right? He's just here breaking all these ceilings, and that's facts, right? We complained when he used 𝙗, always using 𝙗. We said he doesn't know how to rap in English, he doesn't know how to flow, right? And he's been using this same 𝙗, and he's been breaking bounds and breaking ceilings, getting international recognitions left, right, and center, right? I think he deserves his flowers, right? We need to start recognizing him. We need to start celebrating him for all he's achieved, right? For always putting Ghana on the map.
Wasting my time just to fight all these demons. Idols go tend to your rivals. Pray and just pick up your Bible. Y'all don't know.
He says idols will tend towards rivals. You need to work so hard until your idols tend towards rivals, and that is the stage that he is. He's building his legacy at this point. He's self-actualizing at this particular point, right? And this is also a line that is directed to the feud that he had with Samini. I think Samini said that there was a time that 𝙏𝙗𝙖𝙣 mentioned that he wanted to be like him, right? And now, like, there was a misunderstanding between the two of them, right? Yeah, and it's hard.
Why you can't get close to Michael? Me money pump me just for my survival.
So he explains that here, the reason why they had a feud was that Samini was trying so hard to reach Michael, and he didn't understand, right, why he should struggle to reach him. And then 𝙏𝙗𝙖𝙣 has explained that he doesn't let people get close to him for his survival. Like, he doesn't need people for his survival, but that's not fair. I think if you don't need people for your survival, I think people need you for theirs, right? It's not all of us that can be independent. I think upon everything, when all is said and done, we still need each other, right, to forge ahead, to push ahead.
Man, I've been fighting this battle with demons inside of me. I just want to stay in my lane so nobody can bother me.
He says he's been fighting these demons inside of him, right? He's just staying in his lane so that nothing can bother him, right? I saw that there is a boxing scene going on, right? And you saw from the preceding scenes, he was training, he was preparing himself for this for this bout, for this fight. And you can see in these scenes that he has he knocked out his opponent, right? Yeah, like the champ that he is.
I'm too sensitive, intimate, touching me ego.
He says he is sensitive, intimate, touchy, ego. He is sensitive, so don't touch his ego. I think I'm a very sensitive person, so I kind of relate to the most part of this song, right? When we sensitive people, and it's just the smallest of things, like the tiniest of things that really gets to us, right? Yeah, you think that, oh, this is nothing, but then it is something to us. And then once our egos are bruised, we get back into our shell and we close everything off. We prevent people from getting access to us. Once we are hurt, we prevent that thing from from happening again. And we go to great ends to prevent that thing from happening. And sometimes that means we react in ways that are very surprising, right? And I think this addresses the Yvonne Nelson situation, right? I think we need to keep off, right? We need to start, like, stay away from him, because at this point you need to understand You need to know what can happen when you cross the king sack.
Someone told me how they go ride for me. All along, all of them be jealous. Fake souls always make me nervous. Out of here, I'm on my peppers. Pull me down, still I'm breaking records. I'm on 1,000, but they wanna take me to zero. Take me to zero. Fearless, the only God is my hero.
He says he's on 1,000, but they want to take him to 0. And then when you look at the rate at which they can take you from 1,000 to 0, it's scary. The rate at which you can move from 1,000 to 0. You can move from 1,000 to 0 in a split second, right? You can use years, tens of years, right? And then in just a split second, you can lose everything. You can move from 1,000 to 0, right? And it's only in God that we should trust. We don't need to trust. We don't have to trust any human being, because any human being can fail us at any point in time, right? Yeah. Okay, so in this scene, we can see that King Sack was fighting with himself, right? He was fighting with the demons inside of himself. He was fighting with that voice that tries to discredit him. We all have that voice in us, right? That tries to make us feel less of ourselves, right? Yeah, that voice that always reminds us of our imperfections, right? Yeah, and this is not a fight with an external force, though sometimes we need to fight external forces too. But the main fight is the fight within, the fight with yourself, the fight with your past, right? Yeah, to make a better version of yourself for the future, right? This is very relatable, and this is very emotional, right? Yeah, this speaks to the soul, this speaks to the spirit. Let your angels cover me every day, cover me every night. No time, 𝙏𝙼𝙖𝙑, right? It's a very legit prayer that we all should be praying for divine grace, divine protection, divine favor, right, from God above, right? Because as humans, we are limited. It's only God who is unlimited. It's God who sees the heart, who sees what goes on in the heart of man, in the minds of man, right? Yeah, he's the only one who can protect us and keep us away from from evil. This is a very relatable song from King Sack, right? I think I feel him on so many levels, right? I can feel his pain, I feel what he goes through, right? So this is the end of my reaction to the Otan official video. This is a very emotional piece from King Sack, right? And I hope and pray that he finds peace, right? Hope and pray that he gets the recognition that he deserves. I pray and hope that he gets his flowers, right? And that we don't wait for something to happen before we start giving him his flowers, right? He's King Sack. When we hear King Sack, bow down to greatness, right? Yeah, this is the end of my reaction to this beautiful piece. If you love my reaction, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more fun stuff from your boy, 𝙏𝙼𝙖𝙑, right?